Well, here we are again. Our state lawmakers are running up against another deadline, and this time there's even more at stake. After failing to complete the budget during last week's legislative session, they must now finish by this Sunday, or state employees could start getting layoff notices. Danny Spiewak brings us the latest from the Capitol.
After the legislative session expired May 19th without a budget, lawmakers formed working groups to resolve conflicts between the House and Senate on various spending bills.
We have to finish this. We don't have a choice. That is what Minnesotans expect us to do.
9 days later, though, there's still no budget.
And it's just time to bring it home.
On Wednesday night, Governor Walz will meet again with leaders from the narrowly divided legislature, where the DFL holds the Senate by one vote and the House is tied.
It's been a real challenge because basically every single legislator has a veto, and that means building a coalition.
But these coalitions are fragile, especially with the House working under a power sharing agreement. In the higher education bill, for example, lawmakers agreed to final numbers by signing their spreadsheet, but still haven't resolved a policy disagreement over how University of Minnesota regents should be appointed. The transportation bill is stuck on a provision over greenhouse gas emissions. And in the taxes bill this week, DFL Senator Ann Rest expressed frustration after House members rejected their own offer.
The motion fails. Let it be known to our leaders that the House cannot even accept their own proposal. Now we will take a recess.
We just wanted a recess.
With several bills still not finished, lawmakers are now at risk of missing another deadline. If the budget isn't in place by this Sunday, June 1st, the state will be obligated to send layoff notices to employees, warning of a potential government shutdown in 30 days.
I think the most important message we can send is please do the job you were elected to do and do it in a timely manner.
Union leader Bart Anderson represents thousands of state employees.
Our members are left feeling like they're pawns in a political game, and that's not what they were employed to do. They were employed to provide vital services to every Minnesotan every single day of the week.
However, the legislature did clear a major hurdle this week by finishing the Human Services bill.
We tied up what I considered to be probably the biggest one.
Once all the bills are finalized, Governor Walz says he'll call a special session, but it's still not clear if they'll make that June 1st deadline to avoid layoff notices.
We do work up against deadlines all the time. I'm not happy about that, but it's the nature of it. But we're going to get it done. So if they go out, there will be letter of the law to get that done, but it's not because there's not going to be a budget.
And Governor Walz said earlier today that he had a meeting scheduled with legislative leaders tonight in about 45 minutes, and even set an ambitious goal of having most of the budget issues resolved other than the taxes bill by 10 p.m. But Kent, that's a very lofty goal. They still have a lot of bills that they've been working through. We're not expecting any kind of announcement tonight.
Yeah, a very lofty goal. Can you handicap this thing for us, Danny? What do you think? Is it going to happen or not in time?
I would say in terms of June 1st, that's a really hard question. I would say, 50-50 maybe. I mean, it's very difficult because at this point, they've still got to get through several bills. They've still got K through 12 education. They have a lot of these holdups. They've still got to figure out where to pass the health care bill related to undocumented immigrants. So there's a lot of work. It's possible that this may go into next week.
All right, a lot of caffeine at the Capitol right now. Thanks, Danny.